Statesville, you know the place to go. Drum Landscape Supply, where gardens grow. From Mooresville to Cornelia, Secret to Taylorsville, they bring the dream to life, they always will. In every town, they got your back. From Moxville to Trumpets, more than that. Experience hands, make your dream complete. Drum Landscape Supply, your garden suite.
Good morning, LKN. That is one of our favorite songs that we play every week when Jason Drum joins us from Drum Landscape Supply. Drum Landscape Supply is located in Statesville. They have over 10,000 offerings of landscape supplies, equipment. He's also got that skeeter spray that I use to keep those mosquitoes out of my yard. It's
Skeeter spray.
Skeeter spray. I'm sure there's a very official name for it that Jason could tell us. But yeah, he joins us on Tuesdays and Fridays. Jason, hey, how are you? Good to see you today.
Good.
Yeah, I call it
Good
the skeeter
morning.
spray, Jason. I don't know what the official name for it is. It's not that. I know that that's not what it is, but that's how I tell all my friends about it. So if they ever come out and say, give me your how's it going, Jason?
I'm good, yeah. I'm guessing Justin must be off
Justin
vacation
is
this
on
morning.
vacation this week, and so we, it's a little surprise. It is Girls' Day in the studio, but we're still thrilled to have you with us. Tell us, Jason, it is hot outside. So what do we do
Yeah.
for our plants? Do we bring them all inside in the AC, or do we just fan them with our, plug our fans in and put them on them? I mean, what are we doing for our plants right now with this hot weather?
And we're watering them. That's the main thing is to make sure you're watering them. So you can't see them from here, but I've got quite a few potted plants that I keep outside that I do bring in for the winter. But yeah, making sure they get watered every day when you have this kind of heat, especially for containerized plants, is the main thing there, because I put my son in charge of it yesterday, and I checked it last night, and he only went over it one time. So just make sure that when you water, if it is a 3-gallon size container or larger, which is think about. If you don't know what size the container is, just think about, jugs of water and about how big that is. But it takes more than just a sprinkle. And the idea there is to make sure you come back around a second time in water, just to make sure it didn't all drain through and soaked in. So going around watering each plant for, say, 15 to 30 seconds, then coming back around for a second round and doing that will ensure that they did get watered all the way through.
Yeah, and that's I guess what I need to know is the watering, though. Do I need to do it like in the morning and the evening when it is hot outside? Do I just need to, because you said to do it like in the early morning. So do I need to do it twice a day now, or just once a day, or how does that work?
Yeah, so you could check, and some plants will tell you if they need that second watering just by the way they look. So if those leaves look droopy when you get home after you've watered it, or that evening you notice they're droopy, then you can water them then. Generally, if you water your potted plants at night, it's not as bad as, or not as potentially bad for the plants as if you water them in the evenings if they're in the ground. So container plants are a little bit more forgiving on that. But yeah, generally once a day we'll do it. But some plants, if they're in an extremely hot situation, like up against a brick wall on the south-facing side, they may need a second watering just to help get them through. And our irrigation system at work, we've got quite thousands and thousands of plants out there. We're actually running our morning irrigation, which starts at midnight because we have so much to do. And then we're running a second irrigation, about 40% of what we ran before, and that starts at 5 p.m. So, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to keep those plants watered, even if it's not the most ideal time.
Okay, this week it's like 100 degrees, but for the regular summer, like I think once we get through this week, we'll be through the hottest part of, this week. Once we get through maybe Wednesday or Thursday, do we need to follow those same rules though throughout the summer, or is it just when we're hitting those like 90 plus temps?
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of is going to be more for whenever it's hotter. But yeah, the summertime usually you'll have to water containerized plants. If not every day, then definitely every other day. But the good thing about those, you can just kind of pick them up and see for yourself. And if they're really lightweight, then obviously they need water, even if they're not showing it. So yeah, summertime we're winding down, thankfully. I love the summer, but I'm also ready for the fall. And but yeah, you do reduce the water as the temperatures go down. But on these extreme heat days, just make sure you're getting those plants the water they need.
And we're heading in. We're not too far from seeding season, right?
Right. Yeah. So
It's
it's
coming
just
right
around
around
the
the corner. Yeah.
Yep. NC recommends that you seed turf type tall fescue, which is what we sell in our drums, premium turf blend. But recommend that you seed that from September 1st to about November 1st. And the way that we've had our temperatures the last decade or so, I've found that even up until the middle of November, you have really good results. So, on that earlier side of September, that tends to be people who have irrigation systems that can water, because you don't want to get your seed up and growing and then have a 95-degree heat wave, which happens a lot of times in September. So I like to err on the side of caution and be more on the October 1st side of seeding things, unless you have an irrigation system and can water or can set up sprinklers easily. So, but yeah, we're here at the end of July, and thankfully fall is just around the corner.
So for our lawns right now, we're just leaving them alone, or we're just watering them and praying over them right now? What are we doing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There is, controlling the weeds is a thing. You do want to make sure that when you spray, most herbicides want you to be at 85 degrees or below. And that means like you could spray right now. So the temperatures right now are in the lower 70s to mid 70s, depending on where you're at. You can actually spray those herbicides now. And on the weeds, you don't want to just spray your entire yard. I would do what you call spot spraying, just selectively, and it'll be safe for your lawn there. But getting your lawn in shape for that fall seeding is what you want to start thinking of. If you've never done a soil test on your lawn, the Iredell Extension Office, it's actually in Statesville, and each other county has an extension office where you can go there, pick up a soil sample kit. You go to different parts of your lawn. You might label one for the front lawn, one for the left side, right side, back, and so forth. You might do one in your vegetable garden, and you send those soil samples off, and then they tell you, what nutrients you might be lacking or what the pH is, and that really helps you to get it dialed in as to what fertilizer to put down there, because fertilizer is very specific on percentages of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. And that soil sample will tell you what you're lacking. Some areas, especially around the lake, actually going east, you'll see what you call this bull talc soil, which is like sticky and kind of orangey looking. And that is almost always very low in phosphorus. And phosphorus is the main ingredient in getting roots to grow. So if you're very low in phosphorus, the only way to truly tell is with the soil test. Now, we kind of know what to expect, by doing this for so long in this area, but a soil test will specifically tell you what you need, and it'll help you spend your money better. And soil tests are very inexpensive. Depending on the time of year, it might be free, or it might be, say, up to $10, but it's well worth your investment for a little bit of time.
That's really good, too, if you're maybe in a new house for the first season, or you've just moved here maybe from another area. You're not familiar with what our soil is around here, so it can help you figure out. Can people bring those tests to you at Drum Landscape Supply and say, hey, here's what it said for different areas of my lawn. What do I need to do? Can you help them interpret the results?
Yeah, and we really love doing that. So nowadays the soil sample test results are emailed to you. It'd be great to print it and bring it to us, and that way we can show you exactly what you need. But we're glad to do that over the phone or through email as well. But yeah, that's what we're here for, is to help you determine, say, what does that mean when I need 20 pounds of limestone per 1,000 square feet?
I know.
That's kind of vague there. So we can say, hey, you need this bag right here. You got a 10,000 square foot lawn. Let's put 200 pounds of lime on it. And that'll move the pH. And what that does is that pH makes those other nutrients we were talking about, the nitrogen and such, more available to the plant. So it's just having those key ingredients there. That's really what separates professional landscapers from most homeowners, is just knowing those things there, and then just having the resources to implement it.
Christine, when Jason first started coming on, he's talking about lime. I was just going out squeezing my lime from my margarita out on the lawn, but he said that's not what it is. It's limestone. It's different. So Jason and the team at Drum Landscape Supply can help you understand all the different ways. And you have the new text messaging option set up too, so people can take pictures of their lawn or pictures of their plants, and you can kind of help them with that as well. How does that work?
Yeah, so just our normal office number, the same one we've had for almost 15 years now. That's 704-253-7010, 704-253-7010. So not only can you call that number and get a hold of us, but you can send pictures and text messages, and we receive it right on our computer. It's quick for us to reply to you. It goes to all of our employees across, everybody there. So we'll pick up on it. You can request deliveries there. But a lot of times what we get are those pictures, people saying, hey, what is this? Should I be worried about this in my lawn? And that's what we're there for. I mean, there's no charge for that. We just want to help you out and, help you to get the best lawn and landscape that you can have.
Yeah, full service from Drum Landscape Supply located in Statesville. Jason, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We'll see you again on Friday and look forward to talking more about and learning more about how to take care of our lawns and how to get through this hot weather. Thanks, Jason. We'll be right back. We've got some more fun coming up after some local news, and we'll see you guys in just a minute.
Drive on down to Drums and Statesville town. Got your truck bed empty, but fill it up now. Rock, smokes, and soul for your green spot. Call them up, they deliver on the dot. From Mooresville to Taylorsville, they got tobacco yards in the Wonderland.